Welcome back, my dear friends. I hope you've had a wonderful time with family and friends during this holiday season. I do have one request, though. I would consider it a wonderful gift if you'd smash that bell, like, and subscribe. Now, let's get back to our story. Madison is upset that her best friend Regina thinks that it is a good idea for her to see Beau. Madison is fighting it, fighting against letting her heart have its way. The rest of the evening passed in a blur for Madison. With excess energy to burn, she spent over an hour punching, kicking, and lifting in her basement gym. When Brittany came home, she was just warming up dinner, and after they ate, she went up to bed. She fell asleep almost immediately because her body was exhausted. She was thankful that Beau didn't plague her dreams. Saturday morning, Madison slept in. She was just sitting up in bed when Brittany came into the room. Madison smiled and waved her over, and Brittany hurried to get in bed with her mother. Good morning, Mom. As you know, tonight is Morris's graduation party. I just wanted to give you a heads up. I will probably be in a little later than usual, and I didn't want you to worry. That's fine. Did you get him a gift? Brittany nodded. Yeah, but I'm not sure if he'll like it. What did you get him? I got him a set of gourmet knives. I had them engraved with his initials. Madison smiled and squeezed her daughter's hand. I'm sure he'll love them. It was thoughtful, and it's from you. I saw how his face lit up when he saw you at the restaurant. It's scary how much I like him, you know? Just be careful. If he feels the same, it will pay in the long run to take things slow. I'm not ready to take any steps yet, Mom, and I've told him that. Yeah, what did he say to that? He said he's not ready yet either, but he likes me a lot too. So, what are you wearing to the party? Madison asked, not wanting to continue that particular subject. Amber and I went shopping, and she helped me pick out something. What time is the party? They're closing the restaurant early to host it. His family is coming from Texas to celebrate him. He wants them to meet me. Brittany wore a worried expression on her face. They'll love you because you are the sweetest, prettiest girl in the world. That's what you used to say when I was younger. I'm all grown up now, Brittany said with a smile. Madison squeezed her hand again. It's still true. You are a lovely girl, and if it doesn't work out, it'll be his loss. You've got so much to offer. Don't forget that. Brittany gave her mother a squeeze. Thanks, Mom. She scooted out of the bed, blew her mother a kiss, and left the room. When her stomach growled for the fourth time in a row, Madison finally got out of bed. It was long past breakfast, so she decided on leftovers and a large portion of peach cobbler. The house was clean, and there was nothing to do. Every year, on the anniversary of Donald's death, Madison feels out of sorts and anxious. She had skipped her ritual of going to his gravesite the previous year, but today the urge to go was strong. After making sure that Amber had everything under control at the salon, Madison headed out to the cemetery. The drive took over an hour, and she used that time to sort her thoughts. She had to follow a procession into the cemetery, but she was patient until she could break free and park. After a few minutes of clearing dead leaves and small branches, Madison pulled out a scarf and spread it on the bench she'd commissioned and sat down. Her eyes strayed to the inscription on the headstone. Here lies, best friend, dedicated husband and father, Donald Blake. February 8th, 1979, June 16th, 2005. In 2 days, it will be 19 years since his passing. Tears started to fall before Madison knew it. It still hurt to have lost him the way she did. Donnie was a good man who loved his family. 6 months after the shooting, the police had made arrests. A senseless gang shootout on a summer night took something precious from her. Oh, Donnie, I'm so sorry you died the way you did. There was no one to hold you in your final moments. That's what hurts me the most. You were alone. The girls are all grown up now. You would have been so proud of them. They're beautiful and smart. Brittany is starting a new relationship. You'd like Maurice. Amber broke up with her fiancé, but she seems okay. The tears flowed in earnest as Madison confessed her sin. In a moment of weakness, I did what I promised you I wouldn't do. I found myself attracted to someone, and I almost slept with him. I'm tired of pretending that I'm okay, Donnie. I just don't want to die alone, too, Madison said tearfully. It was a long time before she got up to leave. She bent down to arrange the flowers she'd placed on the grave and left, saying a soft goodbye. Amber's car was in the driveway as well as another car she didn't recognize. She walked in quietly, expecting Amber to ambush her. "Mom, where were you? I've been calling all afternoon. Don't you have your cell on you?" "Stand down, Amber, I'm fine," Madison assured her calmly. She went into the kitchen to get herself a cool drink. "You still haven't told me where you were. Where did you go?" Amber asked, following her. Madison found Regina sitting at the table in the breakfast nook. "Is it that time already?" she asked. "Yes, Regina, it is," Madison confirmed. "What are you two talking about?" asked Amber. Regina shook her head sadly. "Your mother went to the cemetery. She goes every year to place flowers on your father's grave." Amber's face fell. "Oh, I'm sorry, Mom, I forgot." "It's okay. I turned off my cell and forgot to turn it back on. I'm sorry I worried you." "Are you okay?" Amber asked softly. "I'm fine. Tired is all. I wasn't expecting all that traffic." "Did you have something to eat?" "Yes, Aunt Regina and I ate. Do you want me to fix you a plate?" "No, honey, I'm not hungry." Madison finished her juice and left her friend and daughter in the kitchen. Regina followed her to her office. "You go after all these years, and from the looks of you, you still cry." Madison lifted annoyed eyes at her. "So what? He was my husband and the father of my girls. He was a good man, Regina." "I don't doubt that he was. Look, Maddie, I can't tell you what to do, and I understand that you loved him. But honey, he's gone, and you've got to live too. I know you're feeling guilty after what happened with that fella, but I truly believe that it is a step in the right direction." "If you persist in talking about that, you can leave right now," Maddie threatened. "You can't make me. Besides, you know I'm right." "I'm tired, Regina. I don't want to argue with you." "I've known you for a long time, Madison. I know you're lonely, and I don't want to see you withering away. Stop hiding and live." "Regina, I told Donnie how I felt and what I'd done. I know he couldn't answer me, but I feel better. And as for that pompous jackass of a man, he can go directly to hell." Regina burst out in raucous laughter. She reached over to hug her friend. "Why don't you give him another chance? I know you like him. I can tell." "And that is the last bit of advice you will ever give me. Go home, Regina." "All right," Regina said, standing up. "I'll go, but I really think you should think about it. If not him, find someone else." Regina left chuckling to herself. Madison was ready to fight when Amber walked into the office, but she smiled instead. "Did Regina leave?" she asked her daughter. "Yes. Mom, I'm sorry I panicked. I forgot it was Dad's anniversary. Are you okay?" Madison stood up and walked up to her daughter. "Yes, I'm fine. You should go home. It's getting late. Is Brittany still out?" Amber nodded. "She's at Maurice's party. Do you want me to stay with you?" "I really wish you girls would stop treating me like I'm fragile. It's your dad's anniversary, and I went to the cemetery like I do every year. I'm fine, okay?" "Okay then, I'll head out. I'll see you at church tomorrow." "Yes, bright and early." After checking the kitchen, Madison climbed the stairs to her bedroom. She quickly showered and got into bed, leaning against the headboard. She felt sad that the girls had stopped going to the cemetery with her. Amber first, and then Brittany. She didn't force them, and she understood that it had been a long time and weren't affected by his loss any longer. She was all right with that. She and Donald were married 14 years, and if she were honest with herself, she and Donnie had been drifting apart. They loved each other, but it was different. They worked, took care of the girls, but the intimacy was gone. The sex wasn't spontaneous anymore. It was scheduled when they could find the time. Neither were cheating. They merely existed together. A creak outside her bedroom door woke Madison up, and she got up to investigate. "Oh, Mom, you scared me half to death," exclaimed Brittany. "Good for me. Do you know what time it is, young lady?" "Yeah, I'm sorry. I lost track of time, but Maurice and his dad followed me to make sure I got home okay. I'm sorry. It won't happen again." "If you allow yourself to forget again, I will make sure that he doesn't," threatened Madison. "That won't be necessary, I promise." "Good night, Mom," Brittany said quickly and entered her room. Madison shook her head, knowing that she wouldn't be able to get back to sleep. She headed downstairs. As she pulled out ingredients, Madison planned Sunday brunch. By the time Brittany came down for breakfast, her mother was putting finishing touches on dessert. "Wow, Mom, it smells so good in here. Looks like you cooked up a feast." "Yeah, well, I couldn't go back to sleep after you came in, so I cooked brunch for us. I want to apologize for last night. I invited Maurice to church. He's going to meet us there." "He's a Christian?" "Yes, he and his dad said they've been looking for a good church to join, so I invited them to ours." "I guess that's all right. Finding a home church isn't easy. Let's hope they like ours. I'm going up to shower and get dressed." Madison dressed in a pink dress with long gauzy sleeves and square neckline. Brittany came to check on her progress and smiled at her mother. "You look great, Mom. I think you should wear your hair down and part it on the side," Brittany suggested. "I was going to put it in a low bun and wear a hat." Brittany shook her head and rushed out to her room and returned with her curling iron. Madison sat at her vanity and allowed her daughter to fix her hair. Service was just starting at Tabernacle Church of Christ when Madison and Brittany arrived. Brittany scanned the parking lot for Maurice and waved when she spotted his car. Maurice stepped out of the dark gray sports car and there was a big smile on his face. From the passenger side stepped out Beau. "I hope you don't mind if my uncle tags along. I didn't want to come by myself," Maurice said. "The Lord's house is open to all," Madison said graciously and turned to lead the way in. Once inside, Brittany excused herself to go join the praise team. Amber looked nervous as she pointed to the young man sitting beside her. "Mom, this is Dylan Cartwright. Dylan, my mother, Madison Blake." "Nice to meet you, Mrs. Blake," he said. Madison shook his hand and sat down. Beau sat beside her and Madison staunchly refused to feel nervous. "That's it for now. Comment below how you'd react if the man you've been trying not to think about is sitting beside you in church, no less. I don't know about you, but depending on how close he was sitting next to me, a fan wouldn't be enough to keep me cool. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and make sure to like too. It would be great to reach 1,000 subscribers before the new year.